Well, I'm bored over here at the airport getting loaded. Nice quick trip. Nobody's in here yet, but that's okay. I still don't know if y'all can hear me because nobody's watching this yet. But let's see a couple of settings. Oh, do. Nope. Ugh. I touched my face. Damn it. I gotta hand sanitize. You know how that goes. But now I put up a little poll thing just a few minutes ago on uh, on the whole chat thing here, and I'm debating on doing an M11 swap in Project ProStar. I reached out to Custom Harnesses to see if they can actually make me a conversion harness on for that project, and they've responded with yes, they can make that custom harness. So I don't know. Project ProStar has been sitting there for a while now, and I'm debating what to do with it really. So I don't know. I'd like to get y'all's opinion, but nobody's in here still. I'll give it till say the 5 minute mark, and if nobody's in here, then I'll cut this one off. But now I've been working like crazy. Um, yeah, Amazon's definitely picked up since they started doing the what's it called, the not necessity, but basically the common needs of people for like all the household goods and stuff. So loads have definitely picked up. That's, I guess that's an understatement. We've been running like crazy. But other than that, just working. All the trucks are running at capacity right now. It's been like a madhouse. I'm just waiting for them to lift hours of service for the state of Florida, and then we can actually start running a little bit more. At least I will. I'll ask the guys if they want to. But yeah, it's definitely been crazy. Shows we got one person in here. How's it going? But other than that, just always working, trying to keep up with some of the project trucks. Looking for another one right now. I'm supposed to look at another truck this week. It's a 92 FLD 120, and I'm gonna go check that out. It's got an M11 Cummins in it, and I'd be buying that truck basically just for the motor, and then parting the rest out. The guy doesn't have a title, but I'm gonna have one of my officer friends run the VIN on it, make sure everything's copacetic, and go from there. And if that's a good candidate, motor's healthy, I'll put that probably in Project ProStar. Keep the transmission, then part the rest of the truck out, clean it up a little bit. That's another side that y'all don't see of the business of getting some trucks and then building them, making them look nice, and then flipping them for a profit. But I normally only do that during like slow seasons and stuff. But you'll have to check that out this year. Oh, if you can't tell from the shaking, they're loading the trailer. Who we got in here? Nobody's commented yet. Ugh. Who else could be awake at this hour? Hopefully, other truckers. And who else is quarantined right now? Who can't leave their house? My wife and kids are going stir crazy. I ended up having to get a Nintendo Switch just to keep them happy and for my wife's sanity. I don't know about y'all other people with kids, but there's only so many things y'all can do than being stuck in the house all together before everyone starts losing their minds. Well, we have no comments yet, and we're almost at that 5 minute mark. But, yep, trying to get everything going good. everybody's running good. Everybody's healthy. Luckily, no one's feeling under the weather, so that's a plus. But trying to keep everything right, y'all. Sorry, I heard a weird sound, but it's the truck next to me. Oh, that's one thing about this industry, people. We are definitely needed, and I think now people are actually starting to realize that the more that more the stores are going out of stock on things, and I mean, I hate to say it's a good thing, but I mean, at least we're starting to get recognition for what we do. Hey, Sean, keep him busy. No more breakdowns. God, I hope not. I hope not. That's well, that's one of the things with getting older trucks and running them for so long. Stuff's bound to go bad. I mean, y'all know if you've had a truck, especially during the air system, when one thing starts going bad, all the valves start going bad, and that's been the majority of the breakdowns, other than the tire. But yeah, I did a couple of valves I didn't show on here, and then airbags. It's just all routine maintenance stuff. And then tires. I ended up pulling my good set of tires when I put the truck down. What was it, a couple of months ago, and started running the day cabs. But I ended up throwing all my good tires on the day cabs, and when we ended up hiring another person, I ended up put them in that day cab, and load started picking up, so I had to hop back in this truck and just throw whatever tires I had with me. I didn't feel like going down and buying all new tires yet because I already had a new set of recaps coming in that I dropped my casings off for. And that's another debate people always getting into, recaps versus virgins. I've ran recaps for almost a decade now, and I've never really had problems with them as long as they're actually quality recaps. That if you can get a good recap company that actually goes through and does like the I forget what it's called, but they basically like X-ray the tire, check the bands inside, make sure they're not rusted or anything like that. Is if you take them to a company like that that can tell you if your casing's good or not, like with 100% guarantee that that casing's good, then I've never had problems with recaps. Now, if you buy a recap from like Joe Schmo who just retreads it, I wouldn't trust that. But an actual good recap, never had problems with. Shows two people in here. Anybody got any questions? Nope. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make me another one of my purple drinks. Where'd it go? There it is. Ugh. If y'all haven't tried this Evolution Nutrition, stuff's delicious. Do you run recaps on your steers? Heck no. I run virgins on steers. Those are the one tires I do not mess with. All the others, normally I'll run the all positions. Or well, all position recaps. Now steer tires, I do just brand new virgin steer, and that's actually majority of the casings. Because whenever we get new steer tires, I always have them recap. What's everybody else doing tonight? Oh, sorry, I didn't sleep very well yesterday. Been having problems with my back again. Went to the chiropractor a couple days ago, and she said it's the worst it's been in a long time. But ended up doing a lot of runs and having to stay out. That's one thing I'm definitely going to be replacing here pretty soon. Is I got to order me a new seat I got to order a new mattress for the back. And, yep. Then again, whichever truck I'm going to be running. Like, I don't plan on running Old Girl much longer until I actually do the full rebuild. RL, what's up, buddy? I saw your, what was it? Your chicken and grits or something the other day. That looked pretty good, man. But yeah, I don't plan on running Old Girl that much longer. I'm looking for a daily replacement so I can put her down and start doing all the things I want to her. Mainly looking for basically anything with a Cummins, preferably old school. I'm looking for a late 80s, early 90s truck, but yeah, I would run that FLD that I'm going to look at if it's decent, but the guy doesn't have a title for it, and it's going to take me about 4 months before I can actually get a title for it, just going through a mechanic lien. And that's that's the fun part about it, and I don't feel like waiting that long for it. So if I buy it, I'll probably just take motor trans, sell the axles, differentials, body, frame, everything. I mean, hell, the hood alone, I can probably get at least 1,500 for. It looked like it was in decent shape, and I'll probably just sand it down, put a nice coat of high build primer on it, and then put it up for sale. Who else is in here with us? How-eyed it going out there? I do believe you meant to say, how is it going out there? It's going pretty good, man. How's it going with you? How's the food service bit? Well, probably the wrong thing to ask right now. My bad, brother. Because most of the stuff being shut down. How have you been, man? How's work been for you? If it's not doing very well, hit me up. Let me know. Because I know you're local over here, and you just got to make extra money. I can send you out for a drug test and everything if you want to go run a few loads for me during the week or whatever. If you need it, brother, just let me know, man. I'll help you out if you need. 3 days, but everybody have to work. Yep. Dang. You doing good off 3 days? We had one of the new owner operators that came on with us not that long ago. I got him right next to me. He's got a nice 90, I believe it's a 98 Peterbilt. Truck is beautiful. He keeps telling me, he's like, "Hey, when you gonna get another Peterbilt?" And yeah, I'm not. I mean, they are nice to look at, but no. I, after having that one, it left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know if y'all. I don't think. I don't know. Have I told y'all the story about that 386 I had? Let me know. I think I have, but I don't know. If y'all want to hear that story, I guess I'll tell it again. But anyway, I had a 386 Peterbilt. This was shit. That was a while ago, but it was a '09 386. I bought it when it was still pretty new, but right outside of the warranty. And I thought I got a good deal for it for 86,000. Ran it for a month, right? Well, I didn't run it. I had a driver in it. Ran it for a month, and the driver, it had a crack in the coolant reservoir, so it was leaking coolant. Of course, driver didn't say nothing, but he was picking up a load of pallets in Pompano Beach, and I guess the low coolant warning was coming on, and he wasn't stopping. So, and he didn't put any extra coolant in it either, though. But from Pompano, he ran it overheating from Pompano Beach to Fort Pierce. And by the time it got to Fort Pierce, there was no coolant left in the system. Oh, and the whole drive there, he was just cycling the key on and off just to keep it running. By the time he got to Fort Pierce, the pistons had welded themselves to the sleeves and cracked the block, cracked the head, and engine never started again. So we put a motor in it, had another driver in it, and all of a sudden the S-cam tubes, the welds broke. So I don't know if y'all know what the S-cam tubes are, but they're what your brake chambers bolt to for your slack adjusters, and the rod that goes through is what your slack adjusters are on. That's your S-cam, and yeah, the dang thing, the weld started breaking on the other one because the level, not the leveling valve, but the actual leveling on the truck was off a little bit, and yeah, it. After that, I had my buddy come over. He re-welded them for me. He had his mobile welding stuff, and after that, I couldn't even stand looking at the truck, so I ended up selling it and taking a loss on it. But that's normally what you do. You take a loss on something just because you can't stand looking at it anymore. But that being said, they're waving me down. Load's ready. So y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. Take it easy, man.